Hello everybody, Dokkan here. Welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So this is the video that I wanted to start working at. It's basically just us utilizing the Golden Frieza plus Gogeta card, but we're not gonna technically use Gogeta unless we're in a very tight spot here and there. So here's what we're gonna do. So I composed a team of characters here in movie bosses and seeing how Frieza adequately works like this, because again, we're going to take the benefit of having both leader skills being shown over here. It is of course perfect to have both of the conditions being fulfilled, you know, from Gogeta's standpoint and Frieza's standpoint, just so that we can be able to interpolate how both of these characters will work. However, we're just going to be focusing on one for each of these videos. So we're going to focus on Golden Frieza, and then the next video is going to be focused on Gogeta. Either way, the focus on Gogeta will still have us get the impact of what Golden Frieza will possibly have, because of the fact that, you know, we have to go through Golden Frieza in order for us to do the reversible exchange with Gogeta. But this time around, we're just, of course, going to test our boy Golden Frieza in a full movie boss setup just to see how he works and things like that. So we'll take him in a couple of events here. I'm just going to jump around here and there. So we're going to go into the movie boss, the GT boss rush that we have here for this Birth of the Shadow Dragons event. And we're going to see how we look. So, of course, we immediately get the benefit of using the active skill, but this is even if we have a full team with and without like movie heroes. So we can still gain the benefit of utilizing that active skill right away. However, this is not going to be like the turn that I'm going to use this, because it's going to be the target mechanic. So I'm not going to use that immediately. But we will take advantage. I'm going to actually put mine next to Golden Frieza. So that way we can be able to get all the links that we need, things like that. So let's go over here and start doing things off here. At least on these fights, I can take it a little bit more slower, because, you know, boss rush typically is like that. Boss rush, you like to go. It sometimes you would want to go fast, but it actually seriously doesn't let you like go super speedy on this. It's just going to be a lot more comfortable with it. Did Frieza dodged? Because I'm pretty sure that this guy loves to like either seal or stun. I didn't see it. That's fine. Maybe we can get to see it after he gets the hits and things like that. If he did dodge the super attack, that's perfect. Alright, so of course we're starting off at 5.2 million. I didn't want to risk it either. Just putting these guys on slot 1. They're surely going to get hit by that super attack that loves to stun or seal. And this is a fight that adores doing that. So I do have to be a little bit more careful when it comes to like putting these guys on certain slots, just so I don't get destroyed and be actually able to use this guy in particular. So of course, Golden Frieza, at least this side of things, he's pretty good defensively. He gets 70% damage reduction, he gets the 250% attack and defense, and then for 5 turns he gets guaranteed guard, which is good. The other instance is that whenever we're running, you know, the super class characters, or starting from the 5th turn from the start of the battle, we can then actually do our reversal exchange, which again, we don't need it, because we're showcasing Frieza. We're only just seeing what Frieza is capable of doing. Then, of course, once we get hit with guard activated, our defenses go up to 100%. We do want to try to max that out. So I want to try to finish this guy off here, if we can. Now, this Broly, let me actually see, because he should be on Inhuman Deeds, because he kills Paragus, basically, so he should be on Inhuman Deeds, isn't he? Yeah. So I'm checking, because these are some very low attack stats that we're getting, actually. So maybe he wasn't linked up next to the greatest of characters. So alright, so we do want him to get hit here. The problem is, though, oh no, so he didn't dodge the attack, so he did get hit. So that first attack didn't stun, so this guy just loves to stun as well on super, so that's the problem. Again, we do need to get hit as much as we can. So I guess I'm gonna put him on slot 1, so that way we do that. Maybe we can get lucky with a dodge here and Don't take a super, because my Golden Frieza plus Gogeta has some dodges in there. Not a lot, but we do have some pretty high numbers of dodging. The reason I want the dodge is that I don't want to get hit. I don't want to like take the super, because this guy's a super stunts. So let's see. Okay, never mind. At least we're getting hit, which we're building up on the defenses because we're guarding. This is one of the main reasons I somewhat like to go into this event. Like to go a little bit more slow and steady, because I mean being able to see some actually good numbers, not right off the gate, but you know, slowly but surely starting to build things up, so to the point that we can be able to see some good stuff coming in, is the one thing that we want to see from Golden Frieza. The only problem that I have is that there's not a lot of events that we can be able to actually showcase that. So coming into here is like, I mean, we have some good stuff going on, but it's not the greatest thing ever, because you have to succumb to these disadvantages. Maybe getting like I was gonna say maybe like getting an item active, and that's for the next rotations whenever we get locked on rotation and things like that. That could be the case scenario here. Please dodge. No, I mean, this is the friend one, so we don't care, but still, man, it's like I want to see the attack stats from Frieza. And then this event, which is good to run because it's a lengthy event, it's a nice little one-off event that we have here. We have the capacity to do it, but it's so troublesome to like get things going, because the stun, the seal, the lock, things like that, man, it sucks. But you know, we keep moving, I guess. There you go, Broly. There's some numbers here. Another thing that I'm curious about, of course, we're starting to like slowly and steady starting to get some build up with these characters in here, but getting the oh, this is interesting. So now we can do the reversible exchange, but we cannot do the active skill because we don't have any super class characters. That's the main focal point of this. But shoot, that's a lot of tech key spheres that I'm not gonna be able to collect. Again, I'm only putting him on slot 2 because we want to get hit. Not only that, we also want to see how many attacks can we be able to put out. This could be a perfect turn for us to use the active if Oceanus didn't stun on super. I would have actually just procced it there, but because of the many attacks that we're getting hit by, that would have been so perfect. But yeah, like Oceanus just definitely, she always supers on slot 1. So, and then the stun, it's crazy. So 7.8 million, but again, we didn't get hit before attacking, so we're also losing a lot of that in here. And it's because of the capability that Frieza is able to get. Like, look at the numbers now. If he was able to get hit at least once, he would have jumped to like 37. Let's see here, 47 now. Like, he would have jumped, skyrocketed in terms of attack. The only problem is these fights, this Oceanus in particular, if we had that same number of attacks somewhere else where we don't get stunned, that would have been perfect. So that way we could have seen how much damage Frieza is able to put out here. But this is basically what I wanted to show as well, because Frieza is a movie bosses leader. Are we really moving the needle here with Frieza getting some extra support to movie bosses? Are we actually just providing that to the team? Is one of my biggest questions here. Let's do this. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get stunned, but we could dodge. This guy's rainbowed. Right? Yeah, he's rainbowed. Let me see. It's not a good build. I get it that you want to do as many attacks as possible with this guy, and I don't think that's a bad build. It's just, it's bad for the scenario that we wanted it to be. It's just bad for us because we can't do the additionals. So, womp womp. Alright, please dodge. 7 dodge? No. See? And then we get stun here, which technically removes the ability for us to be able to see the big numbers, right? I do want to get rid of this Oceanus at least as quickly as we can, so that way we can continue moving forward with this fight. I think she needs to get taken down with a super, doesn't she? Yeah, but And Broly got this. And Broly has got this, no problem. Alright, so this is fine. Now the few number of attacks that we're getting here is uncomfortable. So I don't remember if Naturon seals here on Super, which I highly doubt. So let's go through here. We are getting some super attacks though. I mean, some super attacks, some nice little attack stats here and there, so not bad. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. We are getting hits, so 32. Finally, man, we're finally able to see something. It is within the turn that he's getting all these attacks, so it's kind of upsetting that we haven't been able to find a spot where we can actually just get some extra attack power here. However, what we can be able to see is that if we continue further moving along to these next extra like sections here and there, we could have a segment where, you know, there's Sin Shenron and then Omega Shenron. They do I feel like they do a lot of attacks at the end there, so that could be pretty good. So another thing that I'm curious about, and I see this would have been the perfect like turn to do this. It all depends on what this guy does, because he can get us like killed on this rotation. So let's take away the super attacks here. Man, the orbs are terrible. It's kind of sad because right now, well, tomorrow I think tomorrow is the community fest over for Dokkan in LA. Fortunately, we didn't get invited, sadly. So we're just celebrating in sadness here, because it is a pretty good like thing that they're going to do. Again, they're gonna like show some beta testing for some of the new stuff that's coming in for the battle system, things like that. So I really wanted to go, but we couldn't get selected, unfortunately. I feel like they could have just chosen the people who were selected for the battle hour but didn't get to go. I feel like those people should have been able to partake of that instead of just doing another drawing, which sucks. So it is what it is, right? Wow, look at all those attacks on slot 1, bro. Jesus, are you attacking enough? Alright, we can do this at least. This domain does not help Frieza, because he's not on uncontrollable power. So these characters right here are able to get the benefit of it. So I guess this works out. Alright, let's we got the revive. In either case we do die. That's actually not bad. By carrying this team with, like, you know, we got the Gogeta plus Frieza, or Frieza plus Gogeta, however you're gonna call him. Getting the movie bosses set up and things like that is good, but we reminisce back to when the worldwide campaign, or worldwide download celebration, however you guys want to call it, went along last year, and we got like pretty substantial buffs for movie bosses. So this is pretty helpful to get into this team setup. Not only an actual 220% lead, but a proper revive in the back pocket for this team. So not bad at all. So of course on the next video it's gonna take us a bit, but Frieza is gonna look a lot underwhelming whenever we get to that, because we're only gonna swap to Gogeta, and then once we swap over to Gogeta, it's just gonna be him. We're only gonna be showcasing Gogeta, and that's gonna be like the little twist as to if they continue with this pattern, because part 2 is gonna be something that many people are looking forward to. If part 2 is something that people are gonna be demanding, let me actually just keep Frieza on rotation. Without using his active, I don't want to use it just yet. If we do actually just get that from, let's say part 2 is just going to be something completely random like this, where it's just going to be reversal exchange, super class and extreme class together. or basically like a villain and a superhero, or whatever you want to call it. If it is that way, will it function the same way that this Golden Frieza plus Gogeta work? Like, do you have to wait a few to get the reversible exchange and things like that? People are thinking that it could be a Bardock and Goku, just like a Dokkan original, the same way that Legends did. It could be pretty cool if they do that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not too much of a fan of like a unit in specific like that, because it's I'm also thinking of it from the game's perspective. Like, if people want the game to succeed a little bit, I don't know if that option is going to be very popular, but it is a nice little option. There's a little bit of a refreshing option, just like this Golden Frieza plus Gogeta. It's nice. It's a nice to have. So I will completely be down for a reversal exchange Bardock into Goku, because again, it's a game original. It will be pretty good with those game original animations, and it could make sense because of the DB story that got recently updated. So, all right, the Frieza on front didn't get hit at all, and now this Frieza back here is the one getting the attack stats, so that's nice. We need to get rid of you, buddy, like expeditiously. We are going to get on the next turn, which we need to be careful. We're going to get Ice Shenron, which it's a little bit of an issue considering the fact that Ice likes to disable dodge, and Janemba could be a little bit of a menace there at the end. So I do have to check as well, because we are losing damage reduction, so it might be the time I could possibly just proc the active skill for Golden Frieza. It is very uncomfortable to do it with Ice though, because of the type disadvantage. But we can try and test it out here and see how we look. How many attacks are we getting? We're not getting that many. Oh yeah, we got the lock as well. That could also be annoying. Alright, so let's go over 1 million defense here by Frieza. Janemba, that's the problem with Janemba. He's locked on slot 1. So let's go ahead and do the active skill here, just to test things out, just to test the waters, because of course we're only getting that first attack there. I don't think he stuns this guy. I don't think so. Another issue is that this active provides 24 ki, provides 400% defense, and directs enemies' attack toward the character. And of course, once we get hit, we're building up 150% attack. If those attacks were at the beginning there, we could have had a much more pleasant experience instead of seeing like a 20 million attack stat, just like we're seeing here. I've been very this has been very unlucky in terms of actually just trying to get to see how the attacks have been going and flowing for Frieza. 53 million, that's insane. However, this right here is not bad, because we're basically seeing how the team cooperates with one another, how the team's fluidity is going forward, and that's basically what I want to capture in this video. Like, granted, if we want to get the maximum out of this unit, we do want to do the reversible exchange here and there, because if it was the case right here, if we got in the reversible exchange with Gogeta, we would have died, because again, this guy disables dodges and he just takes it away from us. So we are not going to be able to do like anything, because we're just going to die. So if I do bring Gogeta in here, I might have to like swap over to Frieza just to take advantage of that. But this time around, we do have our boy Golden Frieza taking advantage of the defensive options here and there. So this is basically what I wanted to showcase. This is basically what I wanted to show everybody. This is the variation of just like sticking around with Frieza only, because we didn't have those benefits when we had the reversible exchanges. Granted, some do get some more benefits than others, right? So if we look at it this way, like Goku from Vegito stacks attack. So, you know, by experience, we used him a lot during the Festival of Battles run. You can see that the more attacks he does, the more attack buildup he's going to get. And if we do swap over to Vegeta, that gains us the ability to stack defense. In this case scenario, it's just completely different because we have a villain side of things with villain links providing for the team, just making sure that we are good and set to go so we can be able to do all the shenanigans that we need to do, right? And then, of course, well, the next time that we do this, like the next video, it's just to showcase the fluidity of how Gogeta functions with his superclass allies, which basically is just dotting the I's and crossing the T's when it comes to like showcasing this team. But we're not gonna benefit from having a setup for the main initial character, let's say for Golden Frieza. We're just gonna be providing those efforts for Gogeta once Gogeta makes his appearance. So that is something that I wanted to do when it came down to showcasing this team setup right here. So but I mean, so far it looks good. I did want to jump into another event, but just like I mentioned, we're going very slow. I did have to use both actives early on. I did kind of want to save them right at the end. So that's the issue here, because this fight can take pretty long, and it can bite us right in the rear end, because at least in this fight right here versus Ice, we're not able to dodge. So we do need to take Ice down, but we're dead. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, but we're gonna die right here. So we do have the revive, but again, this probably needs to be on rotation. So this is the first time that I'm actually seeing this active skill. Is it even gonna work? Because he's on. Well, oh, it's this Golden Frieza that's sealed. Okay. I guess let's proc this. Sure. Alrighty, I mean, active skill that we haven't seen in quite a while, and it's able to actually properly do damage now, which is good. So let's do this. Frieza's damage reduction has to be like dead now. We only have like, what, 30% damage reduction? So we're not getting most of his stuff, so this could be pretty troublesome. Again, if we die, we get the revive, so we can get that out of the way. 1.3 million. The only issue is that with these new fights, some of these units have aged out a little bit. Alright, Ice, it's time for you to, like, please disappear out of my sights, man, because being very annoying right now. He's been so persistent. And I guess, like, how much HP do these guys have? That's one of the questions that I can be able to pop up in my brain, because it has taken quite a bit to get through. So let's go over to Birth of the Shadow Dragons event, if I can be able to find it. Okay, there it is. How much HP does it? Yeah, 208 million HP. It is high, but man, the Fender has taken us quite a bit to like try to take him out, especially with a team like this. Jesus. Alright, so now we're gonna go fight Sin Shen. Well, I was gonna say like we took a lot of damage, but yeah, I mean, he does a 3.8 million super. Sin does a 6.6. This could have been advantageous for us in this particular scenario to get the active skill proc right here. So me procking it early kind of made a kind of was an oopsie technically. So all right, let's do, man. I think we might die here, actually. Not gonna hold it to you. I think we're just gone. Super immediately? Yep, that's what you love to do, but we love to dodge as well. That's 7 dodge, baby. Alright, so that extra defense has built us up. Like, the defense for this Golden Frieza should be built up completely. So now we're just seeing how well Frieza handles himself with all the hits. So... yeah, I mean, I don't want the video to be super long either, so... I guess this is what the particularities are for this character. Just being shown on a movie bosses setup. We already got rid of our revive, so... we could accept our demise right here. But everything looks pretty good, I would say, for this guy. Let's put him right here. Just test the water cell, because he could immediately super attack him, and we're just plain dead. There's not a lot that we can do here, so if we do die, we will jump into another event. That'll save us that little bit of the hassle here. Or not. We can just go ahead and do our thing. 17 million. Now Frieza only has the 70% chance to guard, because we've been over the turn threshold. I forgot to mention that. The dodge is your friend, chat. Don't get it mistaken. The dodge is your friend. Pretty good. That's another thing. Like, if you're not able to see like the full defenses of these characters, man, the dodges are gonna help you out greatly. And that's without the... we only have like 13 dodge on our Golden Frieza. And he's only 69%, so we don't have the extra gold slot for his equipment. Which is some pretty good equips that he has. But now we're just... again, we're gonna meet our demise here, because I think we overstayed our welcome here. Let me just... instead of just like dying and everything, let's just go over Frieza's like details and everything. So again, we're getting the damage reduction here. At least we're getting that 70% damage reduction, which is good. We're getting the guard, but then after the 6th turn from the character's entry turn, we're only getting that 70% chance to guard. We're tossing that extra super, which is nice, but again, you guys see, with 4 more extreme class allies on the team, which we do have, he's able to get that easily. However, we do have a movie heroes or movie bosses character that can proc as well, so we don't have to like take that into consideration of like building a full extreme class team. This is what's very important, and it's just the lineup of attacks that we had here was just very unlucky, because we were not being able to get hit, and if we were, we just got stunned all the time. So it's just a problem. And then of course we did have the defense all the way built up, because we got our 4 hits. No, 5, sorry. And this is just to get Gogeta out here. But the only thing that can help us out here is the orb change, which technically speaking helps Gogeta's side, because Gogeta gets a lot of benefit from getting all those key spheres changed. So yeah, so let's go jump into another event just to test out the differences between these little segments right here. Alright, so we are in the special battle up against the good old buddy, old pal, Omega Shenron here. Let's, well, this could be pretty dangerous here, actually. Let's go ahead and do our active real quick. Actually, this is ours, man. We're in a very uncomfortable spot, because we got locked on slot 2. And we don't have a lot of, like, great linking partners here. Let's do it. Let's just do the active right here. If we were on slot 3, that could have been much better, but we are getting a lot of attacks, so I guess that can help us out a little bit with seeing the damage. coming through for Frieza. So let's do this. And let's do this right here. Again, I don't want to go into an event that, you know, completely destroys these guys. And I'm pretty sure they will get just absolutely annihilated. You stun? I forgot that you stun. No. Why, man? I forgot that he stuns, bro. Alright, well, this is a quick and painful death. He's gonna do another AoE and Broly's gonna take 420. Ooh! No, never mind, Broly dodged. Let's go. God dang it, man. Okay, now Janemba doesn't dodge. Perfect. The one thing I kind of wanted to get, it's just I'm not gonna be able to see it because everybody, like, I cannot get away from the stuns, man. This is an actually like really good fight, but man, like it's absurd. I don't want to go into like Rose and Samasu. That is gonna be a video that I'm gonna do, but like, come on, man. Alrighty. Well, I mean, we're certainly gonna die. Let's just proc it here and leave him in this slot right here, so that way we just take advantage of how much Frieza is going to get. We're getting that extra buff right here because of Broly, and we're not gonna heal. I'm pretty sure that first AoE is gonna take us out, but we are going to get all the hits initially, which, oh my god, no, I keep forgetting. Never mind, dude, we're done. Like, let me think, what other fights can I do, man, that can be actually really good to test him out? I guess up against Gohan in the Supreme Magnificent battle. Gotta love the stuns, huh? Gotta love them stuns. God, this is so annoying. Oh my god. There's nothing that I can do, man. Oh, boy. We'll do Gohan and we'll wrap it up, but the stuns. That has been a nightmare for us to, like, getting in all these fights. And some of these characters, I don't know this Frieza actually. My Frieza has some good dodges, but in order for us to properly use that and get benefit from the active skill target mechanic, we kind of don't want to get locked and stunned like that. So let me jump into another event, man. Alright, so we're up against Gohan, and this is what we're gonna do immediately. Just to take advantage of the target skill mechanic early on, seeing what we can do with it, and seeing if we can get our money's worth with this team set up here. Just to see, again, the options. We don't have to beat the fight, we just want to see the synergy in between these guys. So I also want to see how much damage we take, because this is an 11 million super, 452k. It's a pretty hefty super, so 70% damage reduction. We do have guard and 400% extra defense from that active skill. Living that super, not a lot of people do live it, so we'll take that. We're getting all the attack buffs right here. It's at that one because we dodged it. 64 million. Alright, can we put a dent in this guy? Because pretty sure he has a lot of HP. Some additionals right here. Alright, do I do it again? I might have to do it in order for us to live. I did float it off that Frieza, so we're not gonna be looking too good. And let me just go ahead and do it again. Get the target skill mechanic, and just bada bing boom boom. We'll do our best. So, I mean, these guys are not gonna get hit. However, I do want to heal up a little bit. We have debuffed him, so he's not gonna like hit us for quite a lot, just like we did last time, since we did debuff him. All right, getting a super 461 still. Okay. All right. This is with no links or like no great links. We do have shocking speed and legendary power, I believe. So the dodges don't help actually this time around. If we do, that's the whole point of this guy's build. I guess I'm seeing why people have decided to build him like full additionals and things like that. It's because of that reason. Because you do pull them like full additional. It's you get the benefit from not dodging a lot and taking all the hits that you need to take from the target skill and be able to do a lot, like a lot of damage. So, I mean, oh, okay. Thank you for that. 28 million. I mean, there's nothing that we can do. So we'll take that and see how we do. So there you go. Basically, this is what I wanted to get at with this team. Just basically running a full movie heroes, well, movie bosses setup with just these guys being on the being just extreme class, basically. Just having this full extreme class setup for these guys. So that's basically what I wanted to showcase. Let me actually do this. We'll collect all these because Broly has the opportunity, well, had the opportunity to collect all those. So we're just gonna do this. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of this full extreme class Gogeta, well, full extreme class Frieza without Gogeta, basically. Just using the golden Frieza side of things. It seems particularly interesting. Of course, you can play around with it. That's the beauty of this, because it's just going to be the standard, like switching back and forth between Goku and Vegeta, from Vegito switching back and forth between the Vegeta and Goku, from Gogeta's side switching back and forth between Frieza and Goku. I guess that's another like unique character, but technically speaking, we would have never thought that Dokkan was going to give us a reversible exchange Golden Frieza into Gogeta. So kind of like everything just maps out accordingly with that scenario. Seeing the full differences of running that scenario, just those two together, and realizing, wow, this is an actual combo. But in reality, just seeing the full extreme class side of things when it comes to this team is what I wanted to show. So of course, these guys are not going to do a lot of damage now, because the main big devil himself was supposed to be the base form Gohan. However, we're building attack and defense for this guy every single time we get hit, and some of these guys are not very good defensively, so we do have to be careful. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about this. Of course, this was just in the thought of my head, in my mind. What we were gonna do, like, if we just ran a full extreme class team with just movie bosses, benefiting Golden Frieza and Gogeta's leader skill, but just on the movie bosses side of things. And then, of course, the next video, whenever I come across it and be able to get it done, is just being able to showcase the full super class setup, or just having all super class / movie heroes characters in that setup with Golden Frieza plus Gogeta, right? So, yeah, there shouldn't be too much of an issue. I guess we can just fully take advantage of an actual event that we can take down. We're gonna heal up a little bit to get the heal there. I'm gonna leave Golden Frieza on slot 1 because he's gonna be much more beneficial just tanking those attacks. So we'll just continue moving along. Continue moving forward. I will actually gonna die here if we don't dodge. Yep, 3 million, dude. All right, well, there you go. That's basically what I wanted to show when it came down to this team setup here. Let me go ahead and take off the music so we can actually have some proper music, proper OSTs playing in the background. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, this is just what I wanted to show, a little bit of an experiment with the full villain side of things, movie bosses on Golden Frieza plus Gogeta's team. Of course, we're gonna now then in the next video test out the movie heroes full team setup with this guy being the leader and seeing how both of these guys work. I'm pretty sure, again, like I mentioned, we are going to get Golden Frieza's ability for just maybe the 3 turns, and then we will swap over to Gogeta on both sides of the spectrum and just see the benefits that we get from just running Gogeta, because Gogeta is gonna benefit from getting the dodges, getting some nice little extra attacks that we do. We're collecting all the key spheres that we need to collect, things like that. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this fun wacko video. Hopefully it got some bit of entertainment just to show the quality of how this unit is, how good it could be in terms of the team builds and things like that for this guy. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Of course, it always helps the channel. Subscribe to the channel as well if you guys are new. Right now, let me actually give you an example of what's going on in the channel. Just letting y'all know that only 45% of the people, almost half of the people watching this video or watching the channel as a whole, are not subscribed. So again, if you guys would like to support the channel, it would help tremendously if you guys hit the subscribe button. Really helps me out a lot. We are continuing slowly but surely to grow for this channel and this community, so it would help a lot if you do subscribe to the channel. Again, 45% is a pretty substantial margin, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and keep an eye out for all future uploads. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of this little run. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Smash that like button, subscribe, get yourself some gamer subs, link is in the description, 10% off your purchase if you use code Dokkan. I'll see you guys all in the next video.